Hi, I'm Bogucki. I'm Senior Digital Campaign Manager at Universal Music in the UK, and I'm going to be giving you tips on social marketing. I manage social media and social marketing for artists like Snow Patrol, Elbow, Ellie Goulding, LaRue, Cheryl Cole. My top tips for social marketing for artists would be follow the 5 C's, which are the basics of social marketing. Those are content, collaboration, conversations, communities, and commerce. So one of the C's is content. It's not just music, photos, and videos, but it's also anything else that you can create online that's going to engage with your fan base and tell them a little bit more about you and what you are as an artist. For example, one of the things we do with Michael Kiwanuka, which is one of the new artists we're working with this year, is all throughout last year we avoided doing certain personality content and these sort of things. We wanted to make it very much about his voice and the purity of the sound that he had. So we used, when his EPs were released, we weren't afraid of just putting them all up on Spotify, all up on SoundCloud, so that there was no barrier to discovering how amazing his songs were. We said, would you like to do a blog? And he was up to that. And so he would kind of, still going on tour, he would find songs on YouTube that inspired him and he would post them on his blog. And I know that's a very standard thing to do, but it really helps round out for people, for new fans to kind of go, wow, this guy's really amazing and he's got a great musical taste and I can really connect with him, because you need lots of different touch points to connect with an artist. So I think that would be a very good recent example of how we used content to tell an artist's story. Another C is collaboration. As a new band, you will have, let's say, 1,000 fans. 200 of those fans might be very creative. They might have skills in video production. They might have artistic skills in painting or clothing design or anything, and they might feel very passionate about that, but they also might feel very passionate about you and your music. So open up your creative process to your fans, and what you'll get is you'll get a small group of very excited creative people working with you on creating something that everyone else can enjoy. An example of collaboration that we did in a recent campaign was with Snow Patrol's new album launch last year for Fallen Empires. We basically took an album track that we're really excited about called Fallen Empires, the title track, and we, through Facebook, created an app where the fans could hear every single lyric on its own, and we asked them to create a small snippet, maybe a 2 or 3 second short video that was their interpretation of that lyric. Engaging conversation, asking questions, taking topics that might be not controversial but interesting to your fan base and posing it to them and really inviting them to talk to you about an issue or about a track or maybe something you've been doing that you want their opinion on. All these other mediums that kind of amplify that chatter, and when that happens, more people are aware of you, that their friend is a fan of you. So they might go, oh, I might like that band, or I've heard of that band, and they might then again join that conversation, join your network, follow you on Twitter. And again, that kind of adds to your fan base, and the more fans you get in that area, the more success you'll have in the long term. One artist I work with that's really great at driving conversations with his fans is an artist from Manchester I work with called Daly. He's a great R&B singer. He's really cool. He's got a mixtape out at the moment, and he's been very good about not just talking about himself and about his music, but about picking things that he likes and grabbing cool videos and saying, what do you guys think of this track? Or what do you think of this new track from D'Angelo or whoever he might be interested in? And it really drives loads of people to chat to him about it, because he's actually inviting them to talk to him about things. And he's very good on Twitter in the same way. If a DJ plays his track, he chats to them about it, but then he chats to his fans about, what did you think of the first play on Radio 1 and those sort of things. And fans love that. If you put please in front of a retweet or please share, there's a 30% more likelihood of your fans sharing your content and retweeting you, and it's really interesting. It's just like a normal relationship. If you're kind to people and you ask for something in a nice way, people want to help you out. Part of that is giving them symbols, giving them things that can make them feel part of that community and part of that fan group. And a lot of times it's a t-shirt at a gig, or it's a badge that you wear on your shirt or your bag. And now it's you look at artists like Lady Gaga, and she has the Little Monsters and the whole thing that she does on stage with her claw. And when fans see each other, the claw, the Little Monsters claw, that's a symbol that they've created as a community to say, I'm part of this tribe, I'm part of this group, and that's really important to build within your communities. It's not just about a passive engagement, it's about people feeling that they're part of something, that they're part of you as an artist. And so for a new band, it could be, you see, it's age old, but people get tattoos, of their artist logo and various other things. So the final C is also very important. It's commerce. So really, you want to make it as a band. You want to sell tickets to a gig. You want to sell records. You want to sell downloads. You want to do that. But to get there from nowhere, you're going to have to give things away for free. And I think it's quite commonplace now in music marketing to give away free tracks and those sort of things, but do it to get data. Use things like on Email Unlock on SoundCloud, where you give away a track for free, but you build up your database, your email database. Use free things to give people a great experience with you, to be able to share things. Don't lower the barrier to entry to find you and to share your music, because when it comes to selling a gig ticket, they'll probably buy that. When it comes to selling a great deluxe album that might have a double disc in it that you aren't going to sell anywhere else, they'll probably buy that if they're super fans. So I would say, for commerce, give things away for free for a while, and you'll make the money on the other end. But be clever about how you're going to make the money. It's not just a sales pitch all the time. It's free. Here, you guys want to buy something now, and they're probably more apt to buying it because they're really hooked in and they really believe in me as an artist. When you sit down and say, do we need an app? Say, what's it going to do for my fans? What value is that app going to bring to my fans? Is it going to give them ticket pre-order? Are they going to be able to access my tickets before anyone else? Are they going to get exclusive videos from me every week? Are they going to get free tracks they can't get on the album? What value are you giving to them, and why would it be an important app on that fan's phone? Otherwise, I would say, if you don't have that, think about your mobile website. People are using mobile web to search for things, countless things, including your band. So give them a good experience. If it's about driving them to your Facebook page, if it's about driving them to your YouTube page, if you're trying to sell a track on iTunes, make that small little mobile web experience customized for them, because I think the people that are using those devices are going to appreciate that, and they're going to go, oh, brilliant, this band's, I want to buy their album. There you go, done. It's going to be much easier for them to do it than pinching and zooming on a small website. Make it cool. My task for the Emerging Icons Academy would be to go out, find a new and emerging social tool. So that could mean, I don't want to guide anyone the wrong way, but Pinterest or Instagram or anything that's kind of buzzing at the moment in tech. Go into tech blogs and try to learn where mobile social is going. Look at some of the new startups that are starting that might be able to allow you to connect with your fans. So for example, on Pinterest, maybe start a group Pinterest board that your fans can join, where they can add a mood board for your next video, for a song. Do something like that. But go, how can I use this new social technology or new app to really excite my fans and get them using it? Because if you do it well and you do it right for your fan base, not only will it make them excited about what you're doing, but also you might get some PR out of it. There's a lot of bands that are using these tools to kind of get themselves a bit of awareness through the PR out of it. So if you do something that's groundbreaking with a new app, email the company that made it and say, guys, we're going to make our new video using your app or using your technology. Would you like to co-PR with us? And odds are they're going to want the profile just as much as you are. So my task would be, go out, find something new, or take something that's newer and take that and adapt it for you and just run with it and try to make something interesting that no one's done before.